What is up, YouTube? It is the Money Sausage. Today we're going to be talking about what is NFTs. If you haven't heard about NFTs, this is going to be the perfect video for you. And if you're wondering what the heck is the purpose of a NFT, stick around for this video and I'll explain it and we'll go in a deep dive. But if you haven't checked out the Understanding Crypto, it's going to be really important for you to watch that video. I'll have it linked here before you watch this video because we're going to be referencing that video and things and topics discussed. So make sure you go check that out before we get right into the video. But before we do get into talking about what NFTs are, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me, and you would be donating to that scholarship fund. So everyone that would be benefiting from that scholarship fund would massively appreciate it. That being said, let's get right into today's video. So what is an NFT? Well, NFT stands for Non-fungible token. And what it looks like is this, or maybe this, or this, or this, or this. And it can even look like this. Yes, NFTs come in many different forms. And yes, there's the joke that goes around that an NFT is just a JPEG. It's just an email of an image that you can copy offline, but that's not the reality of it. The reality of it, if you have checked out that Understanding Crypto, you understand that everything on the blockchain has a number assigned to it, meaning that it's verifiable on the blockchain. And that is exactly what NFTs are. Is there a form of crypto? However, they're crypto that is exchangeable and it has art attached to it, or it has something attached to it that's actually viewable. And the reason why that's important to know is because with the new rise of the metaverse, which is an alternate reality or virtual reality, whatever you may call it, ecosystem, basically allowing for you to display digital art. And in order to display that art and to show that you own it, so let's say you go and you buy a plot of land in the metaverse and you buy a mansion or whatever. So you have a mansion, but you have nothing to put into it. The way you design the house and you put the interior works in is through NFTs. So with that being said, all you do is you go and buy NFTs. The blockchain verifies the fact that you own it and the wallet that's connected to that metaverse account is actually legitimate. And then you're allowed to display your art and have a collection. So in many ways, it's the same way that it works in the real world. If you buy a Banksy piece that happens to be shredded like this, it'll take a lot of art critics or art authenticators to come in and authenticate your artwork. So those art authenticators, that's easy for me to say, come in and authenticate the fact that this is a legitimate piece painted by that artist that you claim to be. So, or that you claim to own. So for example, if you own a Van Gogh, the art authenticator is going to come in, look at the art and make sure it's a legitimate Van Gogh, because Van Goghs can go for millions of dollars. And in many ways, that is exactly what the blockchain does. And the way you buy NFTs is through sites like OpenSea. And you go on OpenSea, if you find a collection you want to have, you can go in and buy it. And then that number of that artwork that you buy is now assigned to your wallet and it displays as art in your wallet. So now it's part of your collection. And so there's things like Bored Ape Yacht Club, which pretty much means that they're going to throw parties and whatnot on a yacht somewhere. I mean, they've already done some where they've gone to New York City and rented out nightclubs and whatnot. And the only way you can enter into the party is by having a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT. And the way they check is they check your wallet register that's to you, and they make sure that you have a Bored Ape Yacht Club or alternative Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, and you're allowed into the party. So that's kind of how NFTs are being utilized now, is it's form of a social gain. So you can go into exclusive parties, you can go access exclusive contents, like there's things that, there's NFTs that allow for you to access crypto investor platforms. And then there's also NFTs that allow for you to mint more NFTs. So it's kind of interesting because right now, the only thing that it's really useful for is social benefit as well as investing in NFTs and crypto. So that's kind of what NFTs are meant for, is just a way of social gain and tracking the fact that you're actually invested into a group of NFTs or a group of crypto producers. And that's exactly what Bored Ape Yacht Club is they're crypto producers, and they're also a social gathering place. And the only way you can be introduced in that social gathering, the social events area of that group, is by owning that NFT, which is registered to you on the blockchain and is completely verifiable. And some NFTs you can go in and they can become, they're very limited or they are very exclusive. Like Logan Paul had his NFT collection and they were selling for a lot of money. And then on the other hand, Bored Ape Yacht Club, when they started announcing the fact like, hey, we're going to be using these NFTs to allow people to come into our parties and have social gatherings on yachts and whatnot, they exploded in price and they really went up. And these NFTs that were going for 1 Ethereum were trading for 40 all the way up to 1,000 Ethereum each. And there's even some that are selling for even more than that. And so NFTs are a way to invest in social environment currently. But the hope in the future is the fact that NFTs will be used in the metaverse to allow for you to display art and to display your status. And in that way, you can be sitting in your room just like this, in the metaverse with your virtual goggles or whatever, and in your own house that you created, but you're displaying this expensive art because you invested in that NFT. And so it's just a legitimate way of trading art back and forth that is on a registry, which is the blockchain, and then also allowing for more people to get into the artwork community without actually holding the artwork in a physical piece. But there are some NFT producers that actually produce real life art that when you buy the NFT, they send you the real life art so you can have it both in the metaverse and in real life. So there's just certain things that right now they're focusing on the real life benefits, but the long term is the metaverse. And so you can buy metaverse real estate. I know it sounds weird, but you can. And some of the real estate in the metaverse is selling for a lot of money. And so if you want to see kind of what is offering as an NFT, go check out OpenSea, and you'll get to learn a lot more. And you'll get to see kind of what is offered through the NFT market, and then also what people are buying and seeing the trends and what is selling for a lot of money. And the thing is NFTs can be a fun thing to invest in because you're just buying digital art and you're supporting creators. But at the same time, it can be a very risky investment because some of the NFTs that are being produced are pump and dumps. And what a pump and dump is they produce the NFT, they hype it up, and there's no intrinsic value either in the metaverse or in real life application. They just say there's going to be intrinsic value, but there's not. So they say, oh, we're going to throw parties on the rooftop of a high rise in New York. And then the launch day of the NFT comes out. People put in thousands and thousands of Ethereum because there's 6,000 assets. They're each minted at 1 Ethereum. Minted is basically how much it costs for you to compile the artwork and then claim it to your blockchain account. That's what minting is. And basically, the pump and dump schemes are, they promise all these grand, lofty things, and then they just do not execute, and they do not follow through with them. And you have a piece of worthless art that will not be valuable. But there are some NFT groups like Bored Ape Yacht Club and some other groups that actually have some intrinsic value. And so just keep an eye on for that. And then you can follow, a lot of the people that are doing NFTs are going through Twitter. So you can go through Twitter chains, figure out what is really legitimate, and have a good way of sussing out what is good and what is not. But that is basically what an NFT is, all the basics you need to understand of an NFT. And then later down the road, I'm going to be producing a video about how to invest in NFTs and then how to make profit on said NFT. And with that being said, that's all I have for you today. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like on the video, hit that subscribe button. It'd mean the world to me, and you'd be helping that scholarship fund, as I said. And with that being said, it is the Money Sausage signing out. See ya!